Okay, I'm here with Jon Mell after the Enterprise 2.0 meetup yesterday, again at the IBM office in South Bank. Jon, you are the UK social business leader, and I'm doing a interview series on what is the state of social collaboration within UK companies. So, what is your evaluation and your opinion on this?
So I think it's going pretty well, but I think that companies aren't necessarily thinking of it in terms of social. They're thinking in terms of how are they improving their customer care process, how are they getting products to market more quickly, how are they recruiting and onboarding new talent, and they're looking at social as a way to doing that. So I think the successful companies are not looking at social as something in its own right, but they're looking at it as a tool that they can use in these other things that they're trying to get done, and that's where we're seeing companies being successful.
How many of the UK companies have this awareness already? Because, well, for me, what you're telling, this is more like the imperative of how they should approach social business, or is this already in general the perception awareness of social business within the UK companies?
Well, I don't think they're necessarily conscious that they're even thinking about social business. So when an organization looks at how do they attract and retain the right talent, when an organization looks at how do we break down silos and barriers within our organization, they're thinking about solving those problems. They might use social to do it, but they're not necessarily consciously getting up in the morning and thinking, I want to collaborate using social business. They're thinking about the changes they need to make in their marketplace. They're thinking about how can they get closer to their customers, how can they be more valuable to their marketplace, and they're looking at social as a way of doing that.
What are the leaders in this project? Or who is driving those projects? Who's from the project side? Who are the leaders within the projects from the positioning?
Within the organization. Okay, so I think we're seeing a lot of interest from internal communications. We're seeing a lot of interest from CHROs, but also increasingly we're seeing interest in the lines of business. So heads of sales are thinking about how can I use social to increase sales. Head of research and development is thinking about how can I increase the innovation pipeline and get products to market new quickly. The head of talent is thinking about how can I attract the right people into my workplace who are going to want to collaborate, who are going to want to share. So we're starting to see those people, as well as traditionally the IT director who might be involved in putting out a new platform. But internal comms, CHROs, and then the individual heads of lines of business who are looking to make a difference in their KPIs.
So far in the early stages of the social business adoption and adaptation of the companies, always the knowledge orientated or knowledge-based industries were first in this because they see the biggest value out of this. Is this still right, or is also the manufacturing industries, are they also getting this?
Yeah, so Robert Bosch is a customer of ours that uses Connections, and one of the biggest, one of a very large manufacturing company in Europe. And I think we're starting to see all sorts of organizations. As you said, it started maybe with the knowledge-intensive firms, but I think as people are looking at business outcomes, we're looking to see that. And also we're seeing smaller companies get involved as well. They're using social as a way to punch above their weight. They're using social as a leveler so that they can stay nimble but still achieve the levels of scale that large organizations can too.
Great. Thank you for the interview.
Oh, thank you very much.